So I've been quietly predicting that Steam machines are going to make a return. I only said that because of these Ryzen mini PCs that are getting a lot of popularity in the retro gaming space and in the emulation space. Well, also they're getting even more powerful. These Ryzen APUs are getting even more powerful, and they're starting to run really good AAA games at really good frame rates thanks to upscaling technology. And I was like, as long as this technology keeps moving forward and these APUs keep getting traction and they keep making them better, we're gonna see some Steam machines come back. Just because of the Steam Deck and it uses an AMD platform, I feel like it's just kind of inevitable. And I was scrolling threads the other day and came across an article by Gaming on Linux, and sure enough, EmuDeck team announces Linux-powered EmuDeck machines. The team behind EmuDeck, a project that started off to provide easy emulation on Steam Deck, SteamOS, have announced their own hardware with the Bazite Linux-powered EmuDeck machines. They're basically Steam machines tailored more towards retro enthusiasts. Okay, makes sense. With a case that is very obviously inspired by the Sega Dreamcast. Oh, okay, yeah, the case. If this is it, then that's pretty cool. I'd like that. The idea is to provide a great out-of-the-box experience for modern emulation. Not just that, since it's powered by Linux, especially Bazite, they have a platform for running other, more modern games too. And a lot thanks to Valve's Proton. I'm always preaching that Proton. I'm always talking about our Lord and Savior Proton. So they have an Intel platform and a Ryzen platform. So the 8600G, I'm not sure how good is. Wait, so 8600G and Radeon 760M. So is that a dedicated GPU? 8600G. Okay, so it is an APU. It does have integrated graphics. The 760M graphics compatibility. Okay. So the Intel version is basically just an emulation machine, it looks like. This is strictly going to be probably up to like, okay, so yeah, it has them down here. PS2, I was thinking like PS2. So yeah, PS2. It's PS2 GameCube. Perfect. It's probably going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to still have all of the convenience factor that the beefier one's going to have. But if you're not playing like modern AAA games, don't worry about it. You're going to be good to go. This is where I thought the industry would go. The fact that the Steam Deck exists is great, but they're not going to drop a new Steam Deck every year. They're going to, iterate it and release it. They're probably going to do a Steam Deck 2 eventually. The Steam Deck didn't release with a very powerful chip. I mean, it was a good one, but it was more to be made as a budget machine. There were other powerful handheld PCs out there. The Steam Deck was meant to bring it to the masses. So that's where stuff like this will shine, because this can keep up with the industry. You can do it in EM2, and then next year you do it EM3. You keep the platform, you just iterate on it. You just pop the new APU in, new APU, iterate, and you can release these every year. Unlike the Steam Deck, that's going to be, very refined, fine-tuned, that kind of thing. So I get it, and this is where I thought the industry would go. Oh, so they're already talking about prices. So 277 pounds is is $363, and this is going to be for the EM2. So this is going to be $672. That's a lot of money. Is this chip? That's an expensive. Okay, so this is a gaming PC with the same chip in it, with 16 gigs of DDR3 or DDR5. I say DDR3. 16 gigs of DDR5, a terabyte SSD. This has got a 500 gig SSD. That's steep, man. Yeah, when you start getting that expensive, you're getting into, well, why don't I just build a PC at this point? And you wouldn't be, that'd be a fair point. So let's see what comments are saying. Would you not be better off just buying a Steam Deck or one of its slightly updated competitors? Just better off buying. I mean, at that price, the Legion Go isn't that much more expensive. The concept of the dock makes no sense. Oh, did I miss something about a dock? On top of that, they're also planning on a docking station, which you can use to bump up the power that will house an AMD Radeon. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it can have a dedicated GPU. So you can really turn it into a gaming PC, like a legitimate gaming PC. I like people that are integrating external GPUs. With a higher GPU would make more sense. That doesn't make any sense. This is meant to be integrated graphics. Like, he's missing the point of this whole thing. The point of it is it's small and tiny because it's using integrated graphics. It doesn't have a big, huge GPU in it, or has to worry about cooling a separate GPU. That's kind of the whole point. This is more for folks who are not technical. Yeah, this is more of a plug. I like this though. That's the whole point of like a Steam machine. It's for people that are not technical. They don't want to build something from the ground up. They just want something they can plug and play and you know, download their Steam games onto without, you know, paying desktop prices, without paying pre-built prices. There's always this guy.
You would think it's more interesting that if the circle in the middle was actually a universal disk drive that is pre-configured to auto-load your physical game library into an emulator.
Like, what are we talking? Like, come on, dude. Like, what are you asking for, man? Like, they're just trying to make some hardware. Like, they're just trying to make some hardware, trying to sell some product, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this? But I don't know. I thought it was going to be a lot cheaper than that. When I saw the headline, I was like, this is going to be a nice, cool budget option. But the fact that this thing costs more than a Steam Deck, it's like, did you really need to go with that chip? Like, did we have to go with this one? Could you have not gone with something a little bit lighter? What games would you have not been able to run if you went with something lighter? Like something less powerful, less expensive. 8600G, it's 200 bucks. Not even 200 bucks. Well, normally 220. We'll say 200 bucks. We just saw a pre-built that was cheaper. So yeah, so that blows. Yeah, we already saw a pre-built that was cheaper. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, 8600G, 16 gigs of DDR5, just like that one had. Even a bigger hard drive, and it's a pre-built. You're paying for the labor to build it too. It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue your device. I want to fight for it though. I want to fight for this because this, I feel like, needs to exist and not just this, because this is not as user-friendly as this for a gamer. This bridges the gap between a console and a PC, because you get the benefits of the PC, but you get to interact with a more console-like interface. And I feel like that's more valuable than this. That just boots up to Windows. You're gonna have your good old Copilot and all your bloat preloaded and ready to go, and you know, which is fine. But for like a person that just wants to play games on their PC, this would take out a lot of headache as long as it can run the games that they want to run. That's the key, because this is going to be a very low powered machine compared to like a good or a mid-level PC. This would be on the low level of PCs. But I think, to be honest, I don't think this person that's in the market for this, that's just looking to PC game, I don't think that they're gonna be interested in this. I think that this, even though they're mentioning these AAA games, I don't think anyone interested in any of these games is gonna buy this. These people, remember I said these are the emulator people that would just want to emulate, you know, up to PS2 and GameCube, which is fine. This can handle. This is going to be for the people that want to upscale this. They want to take this and make it 4K. And that's where I fall into. That's why I would want this one, but I don't want to spend 600 bucks on it though. That's steep, man. Maybe this is what I need, the EM1. Even though it looks expensive too. For $277, how much was that again? How much is this? $363. What can this do that a Raspberry Pi 5 can't do in the same case? I can play PS2 at 60 FPS on a Raspberry Pi. I'm pretty positive I can do Dolphin as well, both 60 FPS on the Raspberry Pi 5. So why would I pay that much? Let's see if I can find the actual site. Oh, Indiegogo. Let's see. Okay, so we got some other pictures of it. A little video. Let's see. Ooh, showing some nice Nintendo product on the screen. That'll go well. Ah, the pre-built. So $629. But this one, you provide the hardware. Okay, so you can just buy the case. It comes with all that, but you have to buy the motherboard and APU. That's what I would do. Okay, that solves my problem. Yeah, that solves the problem I was mentioning. That would be an issue with me, because I would want something a little bit less powerful, but I'd still want to go Ryzen. So this would solve that problem. I would buy this, and instead of that Ryzen chip, the 8600, I go with something weaker. I go with something older and weaker, because I don't need all that power. The dock is interesting, because I wonder, can the dock work with other stuff? I wouldn't mind a dock with my Lenovo Legion Go. That would be sick. Hook this up to the GPU dock. Start playing some legit PC titles. Yeah, because if I don't get one of the pre-builts, I would love to get that DIY kit. So yeah, we'll keep it on our radar. But yeah, this was something that caught my eye, because I, was thinking about Steam machines making a comeback just because of these mini PCs. I'm like, these are just Steam machines. They might as well just pre-launch them with Linux and in a Steam front end. Like, why are they making us, go through the trouble of blowing Windows off? Why are they paying for, who's paying for Windows licenses? Who am I kidding? But yeah, just preload them with Linux. Just do this already. Like, are people really buying those Ryzen mini PCs to use as desktops? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. They do make pretty good desktops for like offices. Let me know if you know of any other projects like this, because I'd want to follow those also. But until next time, peace.